Here's what you missed on the Eras Tour Stockholm Night 1. Taylor specifically told Paramore that they needed to play Misery Business since they didn't do it in Paris. So of course, lucky Stockholm got Misery Business tonight. Thank you to our chairman for her service. Also, Paramore started a little bit earlier, which was very interesting, but it did give Hayley a second to introduce the Para 4, aka introduce her bandmates to the audience. Taylor opened the show with a pink and blue bodysuit. Before we got the silver blazer for the man, she said, "You're making me feel like I get to play the very first show in Stockholm, Sweden." It was the pink guitar for Lover. During her Lover speech, she said, "Välkommen till the Eras Tour." Swedes, it's completely okay to correct my pronunciation. I don't speak Swedish, but I am gonna try. She also talked about not being able to ever play in Stockholm before, and that tonight's show was the most highly attended show at the Friends Arena ever. And Taylor Nation was like, BRB adding another record to the list. And you know, record is another word for an album. I'm just saying. It was the new Salt and Pepper dress for Fearless. Weirdly enough, during You Belong With Me, we got a brand new merch run for the Torture Poets department. I was certainly not clowning for new Torture Poets merch, but we got it and all the designs slapped, so if you want some, go get some. Because I believe these sweatpants are our very first lyric merch featuring Down Bad Crying at the Gym on the leg. It was the I Knew You Were Trouble shirt for 22. This absolute queen in her purple dress got the 22 hat. And Cam's like ever was Alza Aldrig, which I think means like never. Again, feel free to correct me. During her All Too Well speech, she talked about how loud the crowd was and that she promised to always come back to Stockholm. When? In future tours. I'm not implying anything, I just think it's interesting that she keeps bringing that up. It's her, not me. The beautiful blue Speak Now dress made its debut in Europe. Red snakes again for Reputation. And sadly, no note change in Ready For It, although her big belted note was on point. Also, instead of the triple note and the squeaks and Don't Blame Me, we got this incredible growl. The mic, just like always, is on. We got the butter yellow dress again for the sister set, and during her Betty speech, she talked about how she always thought that the folklore cabin belonged in Sweden, home of the loveliest people and where the best pop music comes from, which she is 100% correct on that. And how on folklore she tried to do different things with her writing, and how she deviated from writing songs that were very personal to her, which is very cathartic for her to do, and she probably always will continue to write songs that are very personal to her. But it was fun to do something different from folklore. And during her Champagne Problem speech, she talked about how yes, she has always been very proud of folklore, but she is also very proud of folklore's sister album, Evermore. Yes, we got the seasonal mention for both of them. And during Champagne Problems, she actually sang the background vocals during that small instrumental break just before the bridge. And the cheer time was just over 2 minutes. We got a brand new yellow and blue outfit for 1989, which everyone noticed right away are some of the colors of the Swedish flag. So I'm calling this the IKEA mermaid set, or IKEA mermaid set. It was a black necklace again for But Daddy I Love Him, and the white military jacket for The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. It was black and gold for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, and Cam's 1, 2, 3, 4 was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it was the pink dress for the surprise set. And on guitar, she played a mashup of I Think He Knows and Gorgeous. She also confirmed that her favorite part of the show is the Torture Poets department and the surprise set now. And she said she was going to play a song that she hasn't even remotely played live before, and she would only play it for a crowd that she was absolutely in love with. And so on the piano, she played a beautiful rendition of Peter. It was honestly magical. With silver sequin for Lavender Haze, European fish scales for Midnight Rain, it was a magenta jacket for Karma, and unfortunately it was Karma as the guy on the screen. That's basically what you missed for the Eras Tour Stockholm Night 1. I will see you again tomorrow for Night 2. Here's what you missed on the Eras Tour Stockholm Night 2. Suspiciously, there was a whole lot of orange at Paramore's set, and for every show that they open, they also have a surprise song that they switch out, and tonight's song was Pool. Hayley also suspiciously introduced her bandmate saying, "This is Taylor York, he was born in 1989. And Stockholm again got Misery Business. The clock was again orange today. It's usually pink, and I forgot to mention that in Night 1 because I couldn't find confirmation, but this is definitely suspicious. Taylor opened the show with a purple bodysuit for Lover, and before she sang the man, she kissed her bicep and said, "I know." We then got the purple blazer for the man, and the pink guitar for Lover. During her Lover speech, she once again said, "Välkommen till the Eras Tour." She also said that she got to stand there last night and tell the crowd that they broke the record for the highest attendance at the Friends Arena, but somehow Night 2 broke that record and crammed 60,000 people into the arena. And also during Lover, we did not get the note change in Highly Suspicious. What are you up to, Blondie? People also noted that the Lover bodysuit was purple because it's officially been 2 years since Taylor got her honorary doctorate. It was golden fringe for Fearless, a lot going on at the moment for 22, and after scouring several different social media platforms, I could not for the life of me figure out what Cam said during We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. So if you were there tonight, please feel free to confirm in the comments. During 22, the happiest kid got the 22 hat, which completed his own 22 outfit. He got a double hug, and I think Taylor high-fived his family too. It was literally adorable. She also opened her All Too Well speech with "Fan vad ni är grymma," which, ignoring my bad pronunciation, I think means "damn, you guys are awesome." Sorry, I will continue to work on my tongue rules. It was the European silver gown for Speak Now, Old reliable for Reputation. He did get the Ready For It note change though. Baby, let the games begin, let the games begin. Also got the triple note in Don't Blame Me, but sadly no squeak. It was the blue fairy dress for the sister set. During her Betty speech, she talked about how kind Sweden has been to everyone on the Eras tour, that she still can't believe that these are her first shows in Sweden ever. Then she said what I would count as an Eras tour moment. We find ourselves in the folklore era. This is the sister set, queen, but you passed it off really well. You have been saying that for over a year, so I get it. Her Champagne Problem speech was super quick. From what I saw, she never mentioned the seasons. She did talk about, again, not knowing about the future of live music when she wrote Folklore and Evermore, and then she just jumped right into the song. And the cheer time was about 1 minute and 50 seconds. It was just under 2 minutes. And Taylor chose absolute chaos by showing up in this new 1989 set, which if you know your Taylor Swift lore, you'll know that that's the color scheme for her 2016 Grammys outfit, which Taylor Nation also confirmed. 2016 is the year we were all rumored to get the Lost Karma album that Taylor reportedly scrapped before the Taylor Swift Is Over party, and then we got Reputation. This is just one of the reasons that orange is the Karma color. The man wall written in orange is another one. Will the mysterious Karma album indeed be the Reputation Taylor's version vault tracks? We'll find out. It was the white Vivienne Westwood necklace for But Daddy I Love Him. It was the all-white set for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. We got the orange dress for Surprise Songs. And Taylor mentioned how wild the back section of the crowd was, and then proceeded to play Guilty as Sin on the guitar, one of her favorites from Tortured Poets. And of course, she mentioned it was her 89th show, then proceeded to attack me very specifically by playing a triple mashup on the piano of Say Don't Go, Welcome to New York, and Clean. Gotta admit, that transition from I'll Go to New York was so smooth. I just can't believe she would do that to me after everything I've been through. Got the purple dress for Lavender Haze, which she was all smiles for. Beautiful scallop dress returned for Midnight Rain. We got the magenta jacket for Karma. No, Travis was not there, so it was Karma as the guy on the screen. That's basically what you missed for the Eras Tour Stockholm Night 2. I will see you again tomorrow for the third and final night. Here's what you missed on the Eras Tour Stockholm Night 3. Paramore did once again play Misery Business, and their surprise song tonight was Running Out of Time. The clock was once again orange tonight. Speaking of orange, Taylor opened the show with the Orange Lover bodysuit. She said, "You're making me feel like I get to play my last sold-out show in Stockholm, Sweden." And then, of course, we got the orange blazer for the man, and Taylor Nation suspiciously used the orange heart. It was not the only suspicious thing they did tonight. We got the pink guitar for Lover, and during her speech, she talked about how crazy it was that this was her first weekend ever playing in Stockholm, that she will never make the mistake again of not coming to see you guys. And Night 3 somehow broke the attendance record again for the Friends Arena, which Taylor Nation responded with a "Look What You Made Me Do" reference. With Salt and Pepper for Fearless, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together Like Ever for 22. This queen got the 22 hat, it was very adorable. And Taylor Nation showed just how chronically online they are by saying they hope someday Taylor will come out with a shirt that says, "No, it's Becky." And if you know your Taylor Swift lore, you'll know about the 2015 Tumblr post that went viral, which you can pause to read. And then Taylor responded by putting it on a shirt. And once again, I could not find anyone confirming what Cam said tonight for Like Ever. I did hear it. It was something like Hanstens na or something. I don't speak Swedish, but clearly I need to practice. You guys were incredibly kind and helpful for Night 2, so please help me again for Night 3. During her All Too Well speech, she said that the Eras Tour is her favorite thing that she's ever gotten to be a part of. And she said that the one thing she regrets is that she never brought any of her previous tours to Sweden, and she will never make that mistake again. She thanked the audience profusely for supporting her all those years, even though she never was able to come see you guys, which is exactly what Becky would say. Just kidding. We got the Everything Bagel dress for Speak Now. It was red snakes again tonight, but you know, I'm starting to think that one day when she does announce Reputation Taylor's version, she might come out in orange snakes. I used to think gold, but I'm starting to think it'll be orange. But that day was not today. I don't think we got the Ready For It note change because the live stream decided to glitch out at that exact moment, because of course it did. So if you were there tonight, can you let me know in the comments? The live streams were a little bit of a struggle in Stockholm. It's okay, we're grateful we have them at all. Did get the triple note and Don't Blame Me and a squeak a little bit later. The green dress miraculously showed up from the depths of hell for the sister set. She started her Betty speech, she said "Tack så mycket," which I think means thank you very much. She once again talked about how the more an album changes directions, the more she's proud of it. You know, like 1989 and Reputation. We got a Reputation mention, and in her Champagne Problem speech, we did get the seasonal mention again. Folklore is spring and summer, Evermore is autumn and winter. She did sing the backup vocals again before the bridge. The cheer time was just over 2 minutes. We got the reverse IKEA mermaid set for 1989, and the blank space cheer, of course, was Stockholm. It was the black necklace for But Daddy I Love Him. And we got a brand new gold and black combo for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. She really said no rules applies to outfits and surprise songs. And speaking of surprise songs, what a set today. First, she wanted to make sure that the gathering flashlights in the crowd wasn't an emergency. It seemed like we were all good. And then she talked again about how one of Sweden's best exports are the brilliant, genius pop songwriters that come from Sweden. Then she talked about how in 2012 her life changed for the better when she met Johann Shellback and Max Martin, and Max Martin was in the audience tonight. So then she played the Max Martin medley, starting with the first song that she and Max worked on together, Message in a Bottle, and then she paired it with How You Get the Girl and New Romantics. As a pop girly, I lived my best life. It was honestly amazing. Then we got a funny little errors tour moment where her dress got caught, and she was like, just talk amongst yourselves. Before playing on the piano, How Did It End, in honor of the Tortured Poets Department 1-month anniversary today. And let me tell you, it was even more heartbreaking on the piano. The pink lavender haze shirt finally made its debut in Europe. European fish scales for Midnight Rain. We got the blue jacket for Karma. No, Travis wasn't there again, so it was Karma as the guy on the screen. That's basically what you missed for the Eras Tour Stockholm Night 3. I will see you again on Friday for the Eras Tour Lisboa.